In this video, we'll be taking up the first of two homework sheets on rational functions in the form of a linear over linear. So the first question basically asks us to sketch functions in the form of a linear over linear, determine the equation of asymptotes, where it's increasing, where it's decreasing, what's a domain and range. So the only thing I solved for here that you don't see are the x and y intercepts. I needed the x and y intercepts to give me the graph, and once I have the graph, then I can answer where it increases and decreases very easily. But finding the asymptotes is very easy. Just solve or find the zeros of the denominator, which you've been doing before, and for the horizontal asymptote, look for the ratio of the leading coefficients. Okay, let's see. For question 2, it's basically refreshing your memory on how to find horizontal and vertical asymptotes. Just a quick little note though, be careful, you cannot let c equal 0. Because if c is 0, then you'll have undefined vertical and horizontal asymptotes. For question 3, you basically take a look at the x-intercept and where the vertical asymptote and the horizontal asymptote, and you can basically piece together the entire equation. You can show some more work, but the denominator is dictated by what the vertical asymptote is. The numerator is dictated by the x-intercept is, and you may have to multiply the numerator or the denominator by some scalar multiple, but in this case you don't have to. Now for 4a, you basically have the same question as 3. Now 4b is what I was talking about earlier. So I found the factor of the denominator from the vertical asymptote. I found the factor of the numerator from the x-intercept, but I had to triple that factor. I had to multiply it by 3 because that is the only way I was going to create a ratio for the leading coefficients of 3 to 1 to get the y-intercept of y equals, to get the horizontal asymptote of y equals 3. I won't focus too much on question 5 because we're going to tackle the word problems later, but just give yourself the graph, use the graph to answer the question for part B, and solve a rational equation, which we're going to talk about in two lessons. Question 6 is actually really nice because it's showing you that every linear over linear rational function is obtained by taking the reciprocal of a linear and translating it vertically. So we're really relating it to what you did in grade 11, because in grade 11 you took 1 over x and just applied all sorts of transformations. So in essence, you've studied linear over linear functions last year, which is beautiful. And of course, state transformations. Hopefully you're not too sick of that.